Ladies and gentlemen, the Doc and Prof show is back. Wow! 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 Johnny, we can't woo anymore, so we might as well. Wow. Thanks, Nate, for the memories. But Doc Leesner here, the podcasting beast, alongside the Professor John Gotti, the king of RNG, the troll master, the data analyzing ninja. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the conqueror of his own fate. Yes, the cleaner. Ooh, ding! Oh yeah, that must be the buzzer for the new Terminator.
Way to go, Run-a-Mucker. Way to go.
Oh, wow, Run-a-Mucker. Wow.
I am the best podcasting machine, the least hype machine. Doc, we always stay in tranquilo, especially on Friday. Because you, ladies and gentlemen, are in the presence of Doc. El Idolo. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. Got my Macho Man Randy Savage voice on. I'm just so excited that we had flipping Thursday night football, and I finally had a single read this century.
Well, it's this season, but sure.
I've been 0-99. I feel like the Rockets last season. Rockets going 0 and whatever in
why would you say that and then not know what they went to in this? Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a short show. Doc might be out the game soon.
Don't you throw me out the game. Don't you throw me out. Cut me.
But yes, a lot of things happened, including WNBA playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Somebody was eliminated, actually, yesterday.
Yes, the New York Liberty was eliminated by the Phoenix Mercury. And I'm still very, very confused how the conferences are set up. But
yeah,
that's here and there. That's what is spelled on the
Again, I do feel like we need to study more of, how things are situated in the WNBA. Season's too short. The money's too low. The advertisements too non-advertisement-y. And I just feel like they need a spark. And I don't mean the Los Angeles.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I know. I read it. That was a good read.
Yeah.
I read it. I must be on fire now with the reads because I read that all the way. I saw your offense trickling in your brain, and I was like, defense, which is exactly what we saw last night for Thursday night football.
Yes. Doc was absolutely correct on the over at -8.
Yeah.
Honestly, it didn't seem like it was going to be that way for most of the game. Like, honestly, say what you will.
I felt that the Panthers were going to blow it. Up to first half, it was rough. But shout out to my man, the newly informed General Mills. That's right.
2-minute drill Mill, as they also call him too.
That's why I'm calling him the General, and not to be confused with the insurance General or General Mills cereal. But the
Did you just call it General? You know what? Let that one go.
The General Mills cereal. General Mills led a great 2-minute drive. It almost looked, and I hate to say it, as I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm about to say here, but it looked very veteran-esque. It looked almost the same thing what I've seen from Tom Brady. That was actually the same exact play the Bucs ran last week. because I saw that play, and I think the Falcons got called for pass interference. But yeah, that was almost the exact same play that the Bucks ran, but he threw it in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Um, but I will say, I felt like him and Sam Darnold, the number one pick of the EFL draft last year, was getting hammered left and right. Couple
Talk
strip
about
sack,
hammer down.
yeah, couple of strip sack fumbles, couple of really, I mean,
It was
big
a
hits.
rough. It was
Yeah,
a
they were taking some
rough
big hits.
week.
But speaking of rough, though, the Panthers losing CMC, Christian McCaffrey, first half. And a lot of people were questioning whether Sam Darnold would be able to win without him.
Well,
Uh, I'm a crime fighter, right? that's what Sam Darnold said. Look, Kevin, I'm a crime fighter. Come on. Come on. Uh, uh,
but yes, Doc, you are correct. It was definitely a defensive outing. It was just a really rough game for the offense. I mean, granted, the Panthers' offense kind of came alive. I mean, you really can't
just a little bit.
say that. I mean, yeah, they scored 17 points in the second half, but like it was a rough 17 points.
I agree. It was definitely rough. And like I said, I expected it to be over the 8 points. I kind of figured that the Panthers would win. I really expected Mr. Donald, the number one pick of the EFL, again, to have a better game. Obviously, he said CMC, D&D, it don't matter. Panthers by more than 8.
You know what? Doc definitely had the reads. He did, and this is happening live, folks.
Oh, what's
This
happening
is happening live?
We didn't have any bets though. There was no bets.
I'm a man of my word, though.
No, there's no word. There's no word. Oh
Doc
my God.
had the reads.
There's no words. No, ladies and gentlemen, don't listen to this. There was no bets. What is he doing? He's got his. I think he. Doc throws phone. This guy. I should send it back. Send it back.
This is not baseball.
That's unacceptable.
But
that should have been your win.
But folks, I got what I wanted after I won that Bucks game.
That's so terrible. That's so terrible. Like that's so terrible.
You want me to say it was really terrible? If we end the show without doing our predictions for all the weekend games.
Well, before we do that, let's give a quick shout out to Davis Mills, though. Seriously, General Mills, 19 for 28, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. He did get roughed up 3 to 4 times, but so did Sam Darnold. 304-yard performance, no touchdowns for him either, but no passing touchdowns. He did run it in twice. And again, DJ Moore showing why he's a number one receiver. I know for the Texans, they had a great outing from Brandon Cooks, who is their number one playmaker. I know we had the joke about them having a whole bunch of Patriot receivers, which is still pretty hilarious. But
that was apropos.
Panthers 3-0 under the new regime, under the new quarterback. I guess right now, 3 games in hindsight, getting Sam Darnold was the right move. Right now,
I don't feel sorry for Jet fans who's finally realizing how bad their organization is.
Yeah, about that. So you already know I sent it. You know, it is what it is. You know, Jet fans, they just can't win right now, and that's okay.
Can't play with them.
Okay,
can't coach with them.
Just can't do it. So that's where we are with that. But yes, we do want to give those predictions. Obviously, Panthers are 3-0. I don't think they're getting the number one spot right now. I guess we're all tied. We're both tied at number one. Saints and the Falcons are at the bottom. and then Panthers and Bucks would be tied at 1. Bucks might have a little bit more because we scored more points, but right now the Panthers are 3-0. Matt Rule, Joe Brady, second year, it's working.
Yeah.
But let's go through these games, man. We have a battle of unbeaten here, and a battle of the beaten, right? Unbeaten and beaten. So first, the battle of the unbeaten, the Atlanta Falcons versus the New York Football Giants. Johnny, I'm gonna say Daniel Jones gets the dub this week.
I'm actually going to agree with you. I was going to troll and say it's going to be the Falcons, but
Yeah.
Daniel Jones been having a great season despite the fact that his team is terrible. But I feel like the Falcons are just worse than G-Men.
And I told you this, man. I really feel like people step their game up when they're playing the Bucks.
And you're facing the reigning defending, undisputed NFL world champions. I mean,
even before that, like even last year, I think it's just playing Tom Brady. I think people just, they're just like, I want to beat Tom. Like they don't want to beat the Bucks. They just want to beat Tom. Like, and I didn't notice this when he was in New England. I didn't feel like people just hate New England, right? But it's like, no, they really want to
just don't like Tom.
Yeah, they really want to beat Tom, and it's like, okay, you want to beat Tom, I get it, but beat everybody else too. Beat everybody else.
That's not how this works.
It's not at all. It's not even close to how it works. But all right. So we both have the Giants. So the battle of the unbeaten. We have the aforementioned Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to LA to play the Rams.
Oh wow, we're going straight to the 425 game.
We're just doing the unbeaten and beaten. I just wanted to go over these two, just because that I feel like it's a highlight that needs to be happening. There's a whole bunch of 1-1 games, but 0-2, 2-0, Rams, Bucks. Let's see who you got.
I have the Buccaneers, actually.
Oh, you're such a fool.
I think this would be Matthew Stafford's first bad game.
Really?
I think this would be his first bad game.
I'm not sure. I don't even know why we're playing the Rams again, because I feel like we played them last season, or maybe it was the season before. I don't know.
He just wants to avoid the Rams.
Yeah, like I don't like playing the Rams. I think it was last
with
season.
Aaron Donald.
I don't want to deal with Aaron Donald at all. I feel like we just did this last season, but it could have been 2 seasons ago, and I think we beat them. But that was a different team.
You going with the Rams then?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's going with the Rams, folks. He's going with the Rams. He doesn't want to say it because he doesn't want to jinx his team, but at the same time, he knows he's going to go with the Rams.
Well, see, here's the thing, and I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible because I know I can go on and on about the Bucs. I think I don't give enough credit to the Bucs front seven because I always think about the Bucs back four.
Yes.
Which they're getting better, but when you have, freaking Cooper Kupp and, these boys coming in catching 99,000 passes, I mean, it's tough to have confidence. But then again,
it's hard to catch the ball if the quarterback can't throw it, right?
Then I heard JPP might not be playing, so I'm not 100% sure. Even though the rookie's been playing really well, and obviously Vita Veda, I don't know. You know what? I'll go Bucs.
Wow. The prodigal child returns. What's the next game, Doc?
All right, now we can go back to the top here. We got Indianapolis versus Tennessee, 0-2, 1-1. I think I picked Tennessee in the pick'em, or maybe that pick'em didn't even go through. I don't know. It's so stupid. Why even send it to my email, ESPN, if you're not going to log me in when I click the link from my email?
They're still recovering from the Bishop Sycamore stuff. That's why.
Oh God, it's so done.
Zing!
So done. But I'm going to stick with Tennessee. I think they got the fire weapons to kind of make it happen. Indy's still trying to figure some things out.
I agree. I think they're hungry after that, crushing loss to the Seahawks last week. Colts just still has a lot of issues they need to try to resolve, and I don't think it's going to be this week.
Boom. Next, we have The Go Chargers Go versus the Kansas City Chiefs, in which NFL.com has the Chiefs going 1-2.
1-2. Now that's to try to generate people from taking that bet, because of course they're also associated with DraftKings now. So that's them trying to get people to make that bet. Don't think I don't know what you're doing, NFL. I know, but I'm still going to stick with the Chiefs. I like Justin Herbert, but I'm sticking with the Chiefs.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, so we're both going with the Chiefs. That's fine. This next game here, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. I'm not sure about this one because Ben is on the decline. And this is what I was saying about Tom earlier this week.
Yes.
Right? Ben is on a decline. It's very clear. You can see it. It's a brand name. Decline.
You can smell it. You can smell it.
Yeah. When you see that performance, you can see it. That's called decline. Right? When you run your card and you know you ain't got no money in it, it's called decline. Ben right now don't got no money in that arm left. It's declining.
So you're going Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals.
I'm gonna stick with the Steelers because their defense is still top notch.
It depends on
and that's even if TJ Watt is still day to day.
Wow.
I'm gonna stick with the Steelers. Okay.
All right, so we're moving on here. Chicago Bears with Justin Fields at the helm versus the Cleveland Dog Pound Browns.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Chicago.
Ooh,
I think that
with the rookies
I'm going
starting.
with the Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the rookies. The Browns have not shown me anything, and this Bears defense is actually pretty tough. Roquan Smith is still one of my favorite linebackers. Obviously, they have a big time Mr. Mac Daddy himself, who's gonna be coming after freaking Justin. God. Too much hype today, I think. It's too much hype. Maybe I need to bring it down a little bit. Maybe I should change my picture. I feel like maybe I've triggered myself. Right? You can get up off the floor. It's okay. No. You can get back up off the floor. Come on. Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry. I was gonna say Justin Herbert. I think. I was like, what's wrong with me?
That's not the QB name at all.
No, not even close. But yes, I'm picking the Bears. Go Bears, go.
I'm gonna go with the Browns. I still think they still have the most dynamic running back tandem in football, and I think they're going to lean heavily on it.
We'll see.
As we just got an alert that Odell Beckham Jr. is expected to come back on Sunday.
I think that might make it worse, but I digress. Next, we're going Baltimore versus Detroit. Ooh, that's a tough one. They're having issues with Jamie Collins in Detroit. They're talking about trading him. Lamar is like, I'm going to run wild.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against Lamar right now.
Yeah.
Like, despite the fact that for some reason their running backs can literally still run for over 100 yards on like their fifth and sixth depth running backs. Like, I have to stick with the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with the Ravens
because
they're
going to keep the defense honest. They're going to load up the box, and they're going to open up the field for Hollywood Brown and Mark Andrews.
Agreed. A potential game of the week here: New Orleans versus New England. Jameis versus Mac. Will Jameis recover, or will he go on the L train? I'm actually going to go with New England. Not because of Mac Jones versus Jameis. I just feel like New Orleans is still trying to figure some things out. Defensively, I don't know. I don't know if Jameis struggled last week, it's going to be really tough for him this week. Not trying to play, not trying to play the previous team out, the Panthers. I mean, obviously they have a great defense, but What I saw last night with General Mills, they're beatable.
We're on the Tampa Bay.
Oh wow!
We're on the Tampa Bay.
You think New England?
I'm going with New England.
Arizona versus Jacksonville. Yikes! See, these are the trap games right here. This is a trap game.
This is a trap game.
But I'm not gonna go for that. I mean, I'm gonna choose Arizona off the strength, right? Off the strength.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lopsided victory.
Yeah, but it's a trap one because you just never know which
Kyler Murray you're gonna get.
Not only that, but which game is Jacksonville finally gonna hit on their number 1 overall pick, right? Because you don't think it's gonna happen. You think you think Urban Meyer might be like, man, I'm out of here.
Which is stupid, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. But on to the next one here. We got the Washington football team versus the Buffalo Bills. Heineken, Allen, who you got?
I think this will be the game that the Bills offense finally click. I think this is the game. So I'm going to go with the Bills. It can definitely turn. I could see the football team, absolutely disrupting them. But if the Bills doesn't get this offense clicking during this game, it's going to be a really rough season for them.
Agreed. I'm going to go Buffalo as well. It'll be tough. You're right. The football team, I think defensively, they're really good. It's just that offense.
No, they're really good offensively too, but I think the Bills have much more firepower.
I'm not sure.
On the receiving core.
I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to wait and see. We'll see if Allen can stay on his feet. We'll see. I have to wait and see.
That's actually
yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But moving on here, we got the New York Football Jets.
Nope, we talked about that one. Oh, the Jets?
No, yeah, the Jets, not the Giants. Yeah, the New York Football Jets. Will Denver make a clean sweep of New York? Oh my God, the cleaner has got out his broom. Oh my God.
But Doc, I'm the best belt machine. And I'm saying this is going to be Denver becoming 3-0.
Wow. New York gets swept by the Broncos. That stinks so bad because I have to agree with you. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah. The Jets, I mean, Zach Wilson's probably going to have a monster game, maybe, but it's not going to be enough for Teddy Bridgewater to overtake Teddy Bridgewater.
I got what you're saying. So, Miami versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Easy Raiders. Tua's not playing. Brissett, I mean, that's my boy. He's an EFL legend, but I'm just not seeing it.
EFL legend, he says.
I figured you would like that one.
I think this is a trap game.
It could be.
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. But you're nervous.
But I'm nervous about that one because of the way Miami got shellacked last week.
No, I get it. This next one could be also a trap. Seattle versus Minnesota.
It's only a trap if Minnesota finally decide, oh, wait, we can actually play offense.
Which, again, you talk about wide receiving core.
Oh, wait, we want to actually kick the ball correctly.
Wow.
Shout out to Paul Allen.
Wow.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Same. I think these are all terrible games.
And this is definitely a trap game because of Seattle's defense is so bad.
Yeah.
Like if Dalvin Cook does what he did last year to them.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Next game here, we have the Green Bay Packers versus San Francisco, which
Sunday night game.
a lot of people are saying San Francisco wipes the floor.
What?
With LaFleur.
What?
Yeah.
Is that who you're going with? You going with the Niners?
No, I'm going with Green Bay.
Okay, I was going to say the same thing. I'm going with Green Bay as well, too.
But I've heard inklings.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Green Bay. I'm sticking with Aaron Rodgers.
No, I get it. I get it wholeheartedly.
Oh, man. They're going to beat the Packers 3. Mm-hmm. And we'll do our Monday night predictions on Monday.
Makes sense.
We'll hold off on that.
But what game are you looking forward to the most, sir?
I mean, there's only 2 games that I actually care about.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay versus the Rams and Green Bay versus the 49ers.
Oh, don't worry about that crap.
Of course we'll say that, folks.
It's going to be one of the terrible, terrible games. Oh,
and I definitely also want to probably keep a side eye on New Orleans and the Patriots.
Gotcha. Any NCAA games you're looking forward to? I know Notre Dame 12 plays Wisconsin 18. Texas A&M plays Arkansas. Alabama plays Southern Miss. I mean, it's not.
That's free.
Yeah, that should be free. Anymore? Let's see. Georgia plays wait, what? Oh, that's next week. Oh, I was like, why are you doing this to me? Come on. But yeah, it should be some really good games. I always like to watch Alabama because obviously you got me all of these Nick Saban books, right?
Yeah, you didn't even mention that. I mean,
yeah, that's a tech. That should be a tech on me right there.
I think we'll open up Monday you can talk about that.
Yeah,
but as far as games that I'm looking forward to watching, Iowa versus Colorado State should be pretty fun to watch. Clemson versus NC State might actually be a sleeper.
Gotcha.
LSU Mississippi State, because they're both unranked. So that should be interesting to watch. UNLV versus Fresno State is going to be a fun game to watch as well, too. And then, of course, Notre Dame versus Wisconsin.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Those are the games that I'm looking forward to watching. I mean, Texas A&M and Arkansas should be pretty good.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. But keep an eye out on North Carolina versus Georgia Tech.
I looked at that. I mean, especially with UNC being number 21. I did see that. And I got to start watching some college football because I feel like that's where
you need to go to a college football game.
Well, that's on me because I could have went to 2 so far, and because of my dedication to practice, I've skipped it.
Obviously, that just means Prof needs to come out to the great state of North Carolina that we just go to a college football game because that's happening when I come out there.
I'm not going to miss too many more, so the girls better be dang happy of this commitment because it will be what it will be. But I know you heard this podcast on your favorite podcast platform. But if you didn't, you can always go to our website at www.debateamongstfriends.com, not only to hear this episode, but all of the previous. Be sure to tune in next week as we come back and give you all of the updated scores from this weekend full of sports. And you come back here for the news, the analysis, and that's right, all the reads.
Savor the plays the booze.